Hey guys, thank you guys for joining us today. This is John Lee Hilliard from JT's Vending. Um, this video today will be about how you can just five ways you can save money at the grocery store. Because me and my daughter went to the grocery store earlier today, and just looking at the prices and seeing how much things have increased. Um, if you do a quick like Google search from the USDA, they estimate the average cost for a family of four at the grocery store per week is about $130 all the way to $300 per week, which is like $567 to about $1,296 a month. That's a lot of money. But that's because the cost of things have went up. I mean, drastically, as you guys can tell. So it's at about 14 to 15% since 2022. So that's inflation. It's just things are going up, and there's nothing we can physically do to just stop it immediately. But I just got five things I want to give you guys that you can follow up on that you might want to do. We do it here in a Hilliard household. So, excuse me. The first thing we do to save money at the grocery store, since we all know the prices are increasing, and we know that either you're a two-parent household, I mean a single person, or you got you know two-parent household, or you have like two adults and three kids, or two adults and two kids, or whatever your combination might be. Food cost is outrageous. So one thing we do, the first thing we did, me and my wife sat down and did years ago was sit down and redefine dinner. We redefined what dinner meant to us and our family, and how we can eat better and a lot healthier, and it don't take a chunk out of our wallet. So what we did, first thing we did was we took all of our favorite meals that we would cook over time. Can you see this? Here we go. It's a meal prep list. So I'll read it off. It has curry, stir fry, shawarma from a Great British Baking Show. Like Nadia made it, and we make it. We love it. Mushroom, spinach, chicken, pork chops, Greek chicken, meatballs, lasagna, honey mustard chicken, citrus and herb salmon. We had garlic and herb salmon this week for meal preps. Pulled pork, meatloaf, and shepherd's pie. Those are the things that we like, and it only take a very small amount of ingredients to make. Just say the shawarma, for instance, is literally just seasoning and a pack of chicken thighs, and we can make 12 meal preps out of that, or we can eat it here around the house. So we had to sit down and go like, man, look, we don't have to make a 5-course meal every dinner. We shouldn't have to cook every day for dinner and not have time to ourselves and not have time to spend with our family. So we opted into just coming up with the meals that we love the most, including like quick stuff like quesadillas, BLTs, um, ham sandwiches, or bologna and cheese. Simple things that we all still like and we all can eat, and it comes in handy. So we don't have to cook every single day. That's number one, is to redefine what dinner is and come up with your own. Number two is to crunch some numbers while you shop. So, my budget. So, when me and my daughter went to the store today, I don't too much crunch the numbers now, but I still crunch them as I look at the item and the product. Sometimes I pull my phone out of my calculator, but went to went to Walmart and spent $91.70. Got every single thing we needed for this week. $91.70. So what we also do is, while crunching those numbers, we also calculate every 2 months how much meat to buy. So no matter what the cost of the meat is, we don't. If it's on sale, it's on sale. That's just gravy on a biscuit. But we need the meat so that we won't have to keep going to the grocery store to buy meat to keep cooking, and it just consistently just blows our budget out of the water. So what we do, I crunch the numbers. A lot of times I'm like, oh, okay. For instance, my mushrooms. My mushrooms, we eat mushrooms in every single thing. All our meal preps have mushrooms in them. Our salads, our quesadillas, we love mushrooms, olives, black beans, bell peppers, stuff like that. Onions every day. Um, but I noticed my mushrooms, white mushrooms, uh went from $1.19 to $1.79. And I was like, man, it's almost $2 for a little thing of mushrooms. You gotta be kidding me. So you know, I still budget that in. I need my mushrooms. So I still crunch the cost and I make sure I get the items. And if I pick up something and they've jacked the price up to, an extra $3, I don't I normally I put it back because it's I just put it back because a lot of times if I'm grabbing something that's off of our daily routine, I just want it because it looks good. So it gives you time to sit there and be like, do I really need that? And I put two items back Friday when I went to the store because I crunched the numbers. I was like, that's no, it's gonna take me well over $100 for just this. I don't even need it. I'm just getting it because I'm hungry. And just a note on part of number two, crunching the numbers. Eat some food before you go to the store, please. If you anything like me and my family, if we go to the store hungry, we will buy a bunch of crap. That's a given. So sometimes we go like to Walmart and I know I'm hungry. I was like, hey, I'm finna grab some chicken party wings. I grab a few wings from the little deli place for like $6. And I take that now and me, my daughter, and my son, we eat them if we go to the store hungry. But we do our best not to go to the store hungry. So please don't do that. You'll buy a bunch of stuff. So number two was crunch some numbers while you shop. And don't get embarrassed, man. Look, it's a budget. Don't worry about who watching you, who doing what. Man, look, stick to your budget, know what you're doing, and manage your money. Number three is round up your grocery cost estimate. So, like I said, my mushrooms is there $1.79 now. I just count the cost as $2. I automatically that's $2 now. Just so when I do my budget and I set my numbers, I'll know I'll round everything up to the nearest dollar, so it'll automatically kind of work itself out. I'll have more than enough money when I go. Number three is round up your grocery costs. Number four. Hey guys, truly sorry for interrupting you watching this video. Thank you for just subscribing to our channel and watching our videos. But we want to come to as now, as they do in Second Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7 says, God loves a cheerful giver. He loves someone who gives what's decided in their heart, not out of obligation or compulsion. So we're coming right now to ask you guys to give to our ACER program, which is a step into reality. And you can go to our website here, and at the very top of the page, you'll see a donation button. Click that donation button, and we would truly appreciate you give what God puts on your heart to give. And what we do, we take those resources and we go into low-income areas and we teach biblical principles about personal finance to try to help the young men and women reduce some of the generational poverty that will come if they don't have this foundation of personal finances. And we're adults. We know how hard it is when you don't know how to manage the money you do have coming in. And when children are growing up, they form bad money habits, and that leads to generational poverty. So, guys, thank you so much. Please give whatever your heart desires. We thank you so much again for being subscribed. And back to the show. Have a blessed day. Is raid your pantry. That's what we do. Right behind us is our pantry where we keep all of our stuff, a little extra food and knickknacks. But so what we do, we'll raid the pantry, and we have things like this. these little packages of pasta. These can make a whole meal for a family of four, and all you have to do is add some pasta sauce and some garlic bread, and voila, you're good to go. Uh, but yeah, that's what we do. We raid, raid the pantry. Check out the things that you have. Um, check out, we have things like this, like cornbread. We make some cornbread and some red beans and rice. Um, we have like some mashed potatoes, and we have oh, even some of these season packages for for throwing food on the grill or throwing them in an air fryer. So guys, just raid your pantry before you go to the store, and it can save you. It can also help you save a lot of money if you go ahead and raid the pantry and find things that you already have. Cook what you have at home, and I guarantee you, everything will work out. But you have to make sure, like, you can sit down and do a list of items that you like to cook often, and you can just we skip around. We don't do everything in order. We skip around, and my excuse me, my wife will say, "Hey, what sounds good?" And then we'll come up with what sounds good from our list, and then the first thing we'll do is look in our pantry and go, "What do we have already?" And then, like, we have quesadillas or tortillas. All right, let's do some quesadillas. Some vegetables. We already have vegetables in the refrigerator. We already have black beans and olives and onions and bell peppers. So we're like, oh, let's make quesadillas. Bam. And we got a nice meal. We got sour cream we have with it. So we use what we have first. And then if it exhausts what we have, then we'll say, okay, whatever. I'll just go grab something. But you have to raid your pantry, guys. Check and see what you have. And my wife is one of those people. I don't know if it's a guy thing, but I can eat the same thing for weeks, for months. I can eat the same food over and over and over. My wife will not. She has to have something different. And me, I don't care. My children don't even care. They'll eat the same thing over and over. But I think that's a guy thing. Like, I don't care. I can eat, as long as it's good to me. I can eat it. But like I said, challenge. So number 4 is challenge yourself to raid your pantry and to cook what you have. Check your freezer too, not just your pantry. Check your freezer because we have. I have some. So this week I'm doing um, garlic. No, I'm doing sriracha, honey sriracha chicken legs with uh, mashed potatoes and broccoli for the meal preps, and then the other meal prep I'm doing is baked blackened tilapia with the same vegetables. So I'm doing 2 different meal preps, but I noticed I had some tilapia in the freezer. I was like, cool, I'll use that for meal preps. Bam. So raid your freezer, raid what you have. Um, and number 5 will be think before you buy in bulk. Now this happened to me Friday. So bulk buying, it can be amazing. It can be the best thing. If you notice, I had a bunch of ketchup in there because my son and my daughter and my wife, we go through a lot of ketchup for some reason. But keep buying one, and one lasts us maybe 2 weeks, and then we're out. I was like, let me just buy in bulk for $11 and get a deal at Sam's Club. But you have to pay attention before you buy in bulk. So if you know you're not consistent, if you guys don't consume as much as we do, or you don't have as big of a family as we do, if it's just you or you and a child or something, and you can buy things in bulk that don't expire like kind of quickly because you don't want to buy. My wife and daughter, they eat a lot of yogurt, but they don't eat their yogurt that fast before it expires. So we wouldn't buy, a 40, 50 pack of yogurt in bulk. But what we would buy in bulk is like condiments, chicken, pork, um, fish. We do buy those things in bulk. And then, we don't really do macaroni in bulk, but you get what I'm saying. Like, buy the things that you can in bulk, and that can save you a lot of money over time. But you have to make sure you gauge it to how your household consumes food or consumes product. Now, of course, tissue, napkins. We got kids, so we go through a lot of napkins. But we bought napkins in bulk. We have toilet tissue in bulk. We have the necessities in bulk. But when it comes down to food items, you want to be careful with those because you can get overboard, and it is always it's always tempting to stock up because you go, ooh, it's on sale. Let me get a bunch of it, and then you get a bunch of it, and they go bad, and then was it really it was a sale, but you had to throw it away. So just be careful when you're buying in bulk. It is a great idea. We like since we have a vending machine business, we like shopping at Sam's Club because they have a lot of vending stuff. But there's also you can buy in bulk from Costco. They have a lot of good stuff too for like household needs. Um, they're also pretty good. And I don't know where you guys are right now, but there might be a BJ's or it might be like a Stop and Shop or some other bulk store that is near any one of you guys. But I know Sam's Club is kind of everywhere, and BJ's. I think BJ's only up north. Yeah, I think BJ's up north. So the five things to do right now to save some quick money at the grocery store. Number five was think before you buy in bulk. Number four was rate your pantry. Number three was round up your grocery cost, and you can do that while you're there. Um, Number two is crunch some numbers while you shop. While you shop, have your calculator out. And number one was um, redefine dinner. So, like I said, you can. There's plenty of things you can do. So I went to the store Friday yesterday and noticed that the eggs are back up to like $2.69. And I was like, huh, look like they're on sale. And the woman next to me was like, what do you mean they're on sale? They too high. Yeah, but what are you gonna do about it? You can yell at the eggs. They're not the price not gonna go down. You can steal the eggs, but police gonna get you. So either you want them or you don't. So again, shop on a budget. Know your budget. Know the prices. Shop while you're there. Calculating the cost, guys, and it can save you a lot of money. It always saves me money to do it that way. And all these tips that I'm giving you guys, these five, will have additional tips later on this week. And I do apologize for not putting them out at the beginning of the month. But as you know, we're in a no spend challenge, and I've been humping. I've been working. I mean, oh, I know at least about 12 hours a day. Just no, up for what? 3 in the morning. What time I wake up? Uh, four, 3 or 4, 4:30. All the way to 6, 7 o'clock at night after getting home and getting my daughter a bath and getting situated. So I'm humping every day. And yes, it's exhausting, but I know I can do hard things for a short period of time. So, and I know you guys can too. So, somebody put in a comment in one of the last videos, get some rest. I get some rest, but I hate poverty with every part of my being. I hate being poor. I hate being low income. I hate not having money because money is power. Money gives me the ability to be generous, to provide for my family, and to do God's will. That's what money allows me to do. So, in order for me to get the money, I got to work. And I got to do three things. I have to be able to spend money, save money, and give money. Those three things. Those are only three things in this world you can do with money. And we do them every single time we have any income that comes in this house, whether it's side jobs or, from a paycheck or from our vending machines. We spend, save, and give every dime we get. We budget it out. And it's not hard, guys, because you once you do something repeatedly, good or bad, it becomes a habit. So you know how to form a bad habit. Keep doing bad things over and over. So try to reprogram your brain. Let me try to let me force myself to save a little bit here, save a little bit here. And the more you continue to save, the more habit forming it becomes. And then the more money you have overall when you saving either in a bank account or 401k or our Roth IRA or traditional IRA, but your money is continuing to grow. And I know when I talk to people about this, they look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm telling you, it works because we do it. So, guys, thank you so much. Do these 5 things starting now at the grocery store or before the grocery store. And make sure you eat before you go. Even if it's just a snack or something, eat something. Um, but do these 5, and we'll have the next 5 coming to you soon, within like another day or two. And just follow them, and I guarantee you it'll help you because they help me, and I love when I get you know, buy all my groceries for $91.70. All my groceries for a week, $91. We good, baby. So thank you guys so much. Au revoir, a bientôt, allez prochaine.